Our enterprise is a part of a large production association in Irkutsk, which is engaged in production of medicines. We use various pharmaceutical equipment that meets the requirements and standards of GMP to produce our products. A unit for dehydration of aqueous solutions and extracts in a fluidized bed apparatus, rotary tablet machines, an automatic line for packaging tablets into plastic film and foil, and other high-tech machines and apparatuses. Early last year, we received a large order for a biopreparation in glass vials. Penicillin vials are glass bottles in which powders, granules and liquids are dispensed. Implementing the order at our facility was impossible without the purchase of new equipment. We have equipment in our bottling and capping area for bottling into plastic bottles. We decided to buy equipment for filling and capping glass bottles as well. We use automatic dispensing and batch filling machines to fill plastic and glass vials with liquid pharmaceutical and biological products. Vial capping is a process in which vials are automatically fed and corked. The company's management decided to purchase modern equipment for filling and capping glass vials. It was to automatically feed and pour the biopreparation into 100 milliliters glass vials. I have been working for 10 years in our company as a chief engineer and am used to doing my work well and working only with specialists. I took the choice of a filling machine seriously. I did not look for equipment on the internet because very often a pretty picture conceals unprofessionalism. I visited the International Exhibition of Equipment, Raw Materials and Technologies for Pharmaceutical Production, which took place in Moscow. There were many machines for filling bottles, companies from all over the world. I chose 3 that best suited my requirements and took contacts from the representatives. The selected automatic equipment had to be coordinated with the management, and then I signed a contract for the supply. Having returned back to the company, I started contacting the representatives of the equipment manufacturers by phone. A company from Germany agreed to supply bottling and capping equipment, but asked me to come and sign the contract in person. Unfortunately, I could not travel to the European Union, as I did not have a visa, and the visa process would have taken at least 3 months. A company from China sent me a catalog of products in the mail. I chose for a long time, but I could not figure out whether the equipment can fill glass vials, what the performance of the machine. The third manufacturer from Krasnodar listened to me and replied that he could make the equipment only 6 months, citing the large volume of orders. I had to refuse, since I needed the machine in the shortest possible time. A machine had to be found, and I realized that I would not be able to do it on my own. This made me a little less confident. However, the manager of the company in Krasnodar helped me out here. He suggested a specialist in pharmaceutical equipment supply who could find another option of equipment. Following his advice, I turned to a specialist mediator from Moscow. At that time, I had no idea that I was doing the right thing. The manager of the company listened to me, asked some clarifying questions about the material of bottles, the required productivity, the error tolerance of the equipment. I was pleased with his professional and businesslike approach. After preliminary consultations, he suggested a machine for dosing and sealing glass vials with aluminum caps. A specialist of this company emailed me a video of the proposed machine, which clearly demonstrates the equipment itself and its capabilities. The equipment was made of stainless steel. The dispensing and capping table was covered with transparent plastic shields to protect against external influences on the process. The glass bottles were conveyed on a conveyor belt to the rotating capping table. The process of equipment operation was controlled by the LCD screen system. The filling process was carried out on the rotating table by dispensers. The aluminum caps came from a preparatory bin and were screwed onto the brown glass bottles. As a result, we obtained glass bottles with 100 milliliters of biopreparation. We were satisfied with the proposed version of the machine for dispensing and sealing glass bottles with aluminum caps. Initially, I was skeptical about choosing a manager, relying on my own experience, but I realized that one should always learn and not be afraid to trust a professional.